a study by Data for Progress and MoveOn found that the majority of voters in Arizona actually do support raising the minimum wage. Actually, it shouldn't even be surprising because whether you're a Democrat or Republican, conservative, liberal, progressive, chances are you're gonna be negatively impacted by the fact that the federal minimum wage has not increased since 2009. That was the last time that it happened. Now, this survey found broad support for raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour with 61% of all respondents. That means Republicans are included in this equation in favor compared to 37% against. Support for $15 is unsurprisingly strongest among Democrats at 89%. However, 54% of independents and 39% of Republicans also favor the raise, which means that Kyrsten Sinema, a Democratic senator from the state of Arizona, may have made a mistake in voting against a $15 an hour minimum wage in the coronavirus relief bill that just passed. But Nando, do you think that she's gonna suffer any political consequences for that?
I don't know. I don't. Maybe it depends on how skilled the left is at exploiting it and whether someone can primary her from the left. I mean, it hasn't really been successful in what they call purple states, that strategy. Like that's only really been successful so far in really deep blue states. But I mean, I think it's definitely worth trying. I mean, it's just, it's very obvious that the $15 minimum wage is very popular all over the land. It's popular in urban states, it's popular in rural states, it's popular in liberal states, and it's popular in conservative states. It is just popular. But the system is set up in a way to inoculate senators from democratic accountability. And because they're there for so long and because they're staggered in their reelection campaigns, it just makes it very difficult to exploit any horrible thing that a senator does against them. So it really just depends on the organizing on the ground in Arizona to strengthen the progressive base there, to be able to challenge Sinema while not losing to a Republican, because Arizona's still not guaranteed that it's not like New York or LA or California, which are going to nominate whoever wins the Democratic nomination is going to win the general. So yeah, I mean, it just goes to show just how popular these basic progressive economic redistributive policies are. People want more money in their pockets. They understand that that is the big central problem in the United States, that the vast majority of people don't have enough money. So any legislation that is simply designed to give people more money is going to be popular no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. Like I love how the media and most politicians treat this as if it's a partisan issue. It might be a partisan issue in Congress among lawmakers, but it's not a partisan issue among voters. And it's important to get that framing right because, based on the way that it's being reported, you would think otherwise. But the fact that the ballot initiative to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour passed overwhelmingly in Florida tells you everything you need to know about how voters actually feel about an increase in wages. And just a quick reminder, Sinema won her seat by just 2 percentage points in 2018. And the respondents in this survey were also asked what they would do if she opposed or weakened the stimulus bill over disagreement with provisions, including a $15 an hour minimum wage. 47% overall said that they're less likely to vote for Sinema, with the figure rising to 60% for Democrats and 52% for independents. Overall, only 42% of respondents view her favorably. So it's not good enough to just see these numbers and move on, right? Because a year in an election is a lifetime. A week can be a lifetime. So much happens that people can forget. So to your point, Nando, you're right. The organizing on the ground, if they really want to, oust her and replace her with a progressive who would vote in favor of a $15 an hour minimum wage, that organizing is really important. And that floor vote was so incredibly insulting. But I think most people are gonna forget about it by the time she's up for re-election. A recent Ipsos poll, also conducted in concert with Amazon, found that 2/3 of Americans have the opinion that a $15 an hour minimum wage should pass as well. They favor it as well. So the point here is it's tremendously popular because people want to get paid more for the work they do, especially as they see the executives' profits, double, triple, and continue to increase, including during this pandemic, and their financial situation just continues to get worse. A lot of people are experiencing that in the country, and I don't think political ideology, changes a person from wanting to get paid more from their work or for their work to like not getting paid what they deserve to get paid, which $15 an hour is still not enough, but it's a decent baseline. It would essentially double the federal minimum wage that we have now.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.